many of you really know that it was God who brought us from not only last year, but from the time we were born to this very present moment? You do know that you can't take no credit for where you are. If you are successful, you do know that you did not pull yourself up by your own bootstraps. It was God who brought us. And I want to let you know, but He is not through with us now. As He said to Joshua, just as I was with Moses, so will I be with you. And I came to inform you today, just as God was with Moses, just as He was with Joshua, so will He be with you. Just as He brought them from the other side of the flood, He's going to bring us. And He's not going to leave us. Joshua, one of the most preeminent characters in the Old Testament, came on the scene as one of the two people who Moses had sent out to spy the land. It was Joshua and Caleb who came back and said, oh yes, there are giants in the land. And we do look like grasshoppers. But since we got God on our side, let's go up and over to possess the land. There are many obstacles in our way today. There will be many things that will try to block us and stop us. But I came by to tell you that if God brought you this far, He's not going to bring us this far. But every now and then, some folk will fail you. And some folk will break your heart. And then other folk will turn their backs on you. But God says to Joshua, I was never, and never is infinite, never is eternal, never has no end. I will never fail thee. Whatever you got in your life, know that the Lord will never fail you. Nor will He walk away from you. You know, every now and then we have friends, we have family members who just simply walk away from us. But God is saying to Joshua, I will never fail you, nor will I forsake you. But He gives us command. Be strong. Okay? That 6th verse says, be strong. Sometimes Satan will try to make our knees get feeble. But God says, be strong. Well, what do you say, Lord, I'm not strong? Well, I got some good news for you. You see, you don't have to get strength from yourself. If you try to do it, you will fail. But you got the power of God on the inside. Jesus is strong for you. You know, He's going to be right all that you choose to do. In the days ahead, know that you got God on your side. As Joshua began to lead Israel, led them across the Jordan River, led them into the promised land, conquered Jericho and the city of Ai. It was God, Joshua realized, who had brought him. And then Joshua gets to Joshua in the chapter 24. In chapter 24, Joshua preaches his last sermon. Joshua acknowledged that it was God who brought Israel from the other side of the flood. Joshua preached about how God had brought Abraham Isaac, and Jacob. He preached about how God had brought Moses and allowed him to take over the leadership. His name is Jesus. Came down through 42 generations. Went around healing the sick, giving sight to the blind. They took him to a hill called Calvary. Anybody know the story? When he stretched him wide, they hung him high. He bowed his head into the lap of the shoulder.